Do you wake up in the morning feeling sick, exhausted, maybe having a headache, stomach ache, anxious, depressed, and all that you can think about is the myriad of reasons you could give yourself the excuse not to go into work? And you are a super successful woman. You created the dream, right? The dream job, or you're on that dream corporate path. And even though at one point you felt so passionate and fired up about it, anymore, all it feels like is an incredible, heavy burden. And if any of that sounds familiar to you, then hello, I am Jennifer Zenz Olson, founder and owner of Laughing Lotus Wellness and Purpose Coach and Expert. And I work with women just like you who are at a place in their lives where they're literally wondering, is this all there is? Is this what all this effort was all for? Because I'm here and I don't feel anything for it anymore. In fact, I loathe it. And what we do in our work together is we get clear about how you got where you are, where you want to go, and how we're going to get you there. And whether that means staying where you are in that same lane or changing into a different avenue, we decipher what's going to serve you the best into living into that purpose. We want to reconnect that fire for purpose and success, not one over the other. And so one of the things we're going to talk about today, a trick that I really like to use for clients because I think it's so powerful. And as a clinical social worker of over 20 years, I cannot emphasize enough having a heart practice of some kind. So today we're going to be talking about a heart full of kindness. And what I want us to do is, and we've talked about seeing it and doing it, plugging into the language of embodying the sense of thanks and gratitude and kindness and the language that we use. We've looked at different little practices, right? Counting gratitude, but just this lens of creating habit around doing these things and celebrating what we do have, right? I'm gonna invite you to a little practice. So I want you to close your eyes today. We're going to do a little shortened loving kindness meditation. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and relax and release for a moment, just connecting with the breath, anchoring in through the seat or the feet. And what I want you to do is begin to just elongate that exhale. So each inhale coming in nice and fluid and even, and what we're going to do is deeply release out that exhale. Two more breaths just like that. Last one here. Really releasing each time a little bit more deeply. And I want to invite you, you can even bring your hand to your heart as we do this practice today. We won't be here long, but just really touching base with the heart and beginning to breathe with awareness right there in that heart space. And I want you to call forward for me a time and moment where you felt so seen, so heard and valid, important, belonging, and loved. Call up a moment for me. In your mind's eye. Even recalling the memory much like a video if you can, and applying the sights and the sounds and the smells of the experience. Everything in detail, vivid technicolor. And really embracing a moment where you really felt loved. And now what I want you to do is I want you to imagine a few people in your life, even one to three people who really show up for you and love you. I want you to call them forward in your mind. And I want you to imagine that they're standing around you in a circle, or they're standing across from you. And you can sense the love that they're sending you, the support, the sweetness. I want you to really experience the receiving of loving kindness. And into your heart they speak these words. May you be safe. May you be at peace. May you be loved. And breathing for a moment, just receiving that kindness. Sensing any transformation or shifts that are happening within. Receiving that beautiful loving kindness. May you be safe. May you be at peace. May you be loved. And now I'm going to have you take that, and from that very heart space, and even taking in and setting the hand in the lap, so that heart space is able to shine forward. From that heart space, imagine some people that you love and care about, and I'm going to have you send out that incredible energy to them. Sending out love, light, compassion, kindness, grace, hope. And with that energy, with these words, may you be safe. May you be at peace. May you be loved. And for this moment, just sending that out with a breath from that beautiful heart space. And then dropping the chin to the chest, slowly opening the eyes and coming back in. Typically, I would have done that longer, and I would have had you send it out into the world, which is really profound, right? So the first thing we do is we practice receiving, you'll notice, right? And then we practice sending it out, and that's really what a loving kindness practice looks like. And the extended ones are money. So I strongly recommend you go and find one to listen to because they're so powerful. And what happens is we're actually like massaging the heart brain. Okay. So I'm listening to some great podcasts and audiobooks right now that are talking about the heart as a brain. And what I want you to imagine is that there's incredible electrical impulses that are happening, and actually there's a magnetic force that people can feel all the way around you. It's really cool. There's science, right, that shows us this. And so it's so important to understand that we can light it up by practices like what you just did. What then happens is you're creating a different energy for your day, a different mindset. And as you interact with other people, it's a little bit easier to step into a space of loving kindness, having received and having given it. It just sets the tone. It's that habit, right? So again, we want to go out, we want to look for it, we want to see it and give it. We want to practice celebrating it. We want to practice using language to hold that space. And we always want to use those goggles or that lens of looking for it because it's so impactful to be able to see beauty around us. And so I just wanted to give you guys a practice that you could actually tap into just that quick. Anytime, come back and take a listen to that. Just fast forward to the meditation and listen for 2 minutes. If you're having a hard time, I'm telling you, it's a major transformational journey. Just that little snippet. And imagine what an elongated practice might look and feel like, right? Powerful stuff. If this was helpful, I want to invite you into my complimentary Reignite Your Fire and Your Path to Purpose strategy call, where we sit down together and take a look at where you're at, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. And I guarantee you, regardless of whether or not you decide to work with me, you're going to walk away with some really beautiful tips and tools that you can use all the time. Guaranteed. I promise to send you away. That's my personal guarantee for a call. And so I invite you to just connect with me if that's something that would be helpful to you. And I hope I get to support you on your journey. So until next time, this is Jen signing off with blessings, love, and light. Until next time, supporting you on your path to purpose.